IDS 301, welcome to session A. I'm just I like the palm trees, but I'm sure you'd like to see me more, so let's see. How's that? A little better? Hey, welcome to the class. I'm Michael Fair. I'm going to be your instructor. Um, let's get started. Sorry this is late. My voice is not normally like this, but it is today. Um, okay, I'm going to take a deep breath and get rolling on this. This is a new course. A brand new course. Yes, we've had IDS 301 for years. I even took IDS 301 in 2012, I think. Uh, but we revamped it over the break. My colleague, Michael Prisdia, Dr. Prisdia and I went through this. He did most of this. Okay, so you can blame him. No. I had a lot of input on it, and we're going to give it a try. It's something new that we feel really good about in terms of your grasping of the concepts of IDS. IDS, of course, equal interdisciplinary studies. Um, I believe there's 50 students in this course, and could grow, who knows. But here we go. All right, so first thing I want you to remember is that it's a compressed course. It's 7.5 weeks, so it's 15 weeks smashed into 7.5. It's 15 weeks worth of work smashed into 7.5. So a 3 credit course is basically 120 hours or so, and 120, 135 hours in a semester. So we're going to do that in 7.5 weeks. That means expect to work about 17 to 20 hours a week on this course. I know that's a lot, but you signed up for it, and all I got to say is ha ha. No, I'm just kidding. You get to say, okay, boomer. How's that? All right, deal. All right, so let's get rolling on this. All right, the good news is this textbook that I'm making you buy or rent or whatever, if you take 302 with me, you get to use this one. That's all you need for 302. So I'm not trying to sell my 302 class, but it probably is a convenience if you know what the book is going to be already. And I just think it's a good text for this area, this field of study. All right, now this because this course is new, I think we're going to run into a couple of oopses and a couple of mistakes maybe, but we've gone over this so many times. But I'd love your feedback, and I'd love your feedback in the evaluation, but also love it during the class. Okay, tell me what's going on. Tell me, are you overwhelmed? Do you want more work? No, I know you're not going to say that, right? But I hope you're getting something out of this because you signed up for this. What I always think of the IDS program, it kind of breaks down in thirds and threes, three different types. There's the type of student that you signed up for IDS, interdisciplinary studies, because it intrigued you, it attracted you, it resonated with your academic path, and that's wonderful. Okay, then there's another group that maybe you wanted to do carry, school of business, or engineering or something. It didn't work out, or you got the IDS, thought, hey, maybe this is a better fit. Thank you. I hope it works out. The third group are the ones that maybe you're just kind of cruising to college right now, university. You're not sure what you want, but this is a great thing for you. And heck, maybe your employer, your parents are paying for it. So what the heck? Let's get to it and get something out of it, right? This type of program attracts many different types of students. Okay, I know I've got a lot of Starbucks baristas. All right, and I like that. I travel all over the country, and I go check in with Starbucks all over and ask them about their ASU program and their participants. And I like seeing students that are taking the classes in any program, okay? As for me, okay, I'm Michael Fair. I am a digital nomad for the last couple of years. Teach a lot online, but in spring I love being here in Phoenix and Tempe. I'm in Scottsdale right now I got a class on campus Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's a lot of fun for me to engage that way. Uh, so I'm down here doing Airbnbs, and I'm working mainly staying in Cottonwood, Arizona, Prescott, Arizona. I go to Sedona and Jerome. If you know that area up there, it's beautiful. A little cold right now, but I'm originally from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. In fact, I just drove there, started on Christmas, got back a few days ago. So I have a 2019 Jeep Rubicon, Ruby, and she's been with me 11 months now, and I got 35,000 miles on it. I've been driving it twice cross country back and forth, and living a dream, right? So what I also try to do with my students is I think I resonate with each one of you somehow. All right, there's some way, somehow. because of my vast, extensive background. Who knew that being a job hopper back in the day was going to pay off, right? But it worked for me. I've held a number of different positions, from factory worker, grunt worker, short order cook, and migrant worker, to technology sales. I pull in $5 to $10 million of revenue a year for about 15 years. I did that. I've been chain of command. I've been a sergeant for Milwaukee County. Worked in the corrections here in Maricopa County, and I've been involved in that area, so that resonates with some of you. I've been a artist, a paid artist. I don't know, people bought my work. I'm a multimedia artist, photographer, been freelance, I've been a reporter, a writer, and so I've got a broad, extensive coverage of those areas. I also went to college when I was 52. I had 12 credits from when I was 33, but I went back to school and the economy kind of crashed and said I need to do something. So I went back to school at 52 years old. I went to Mason Community College for some art classes and some cultural studies. I went to ASU and took the Bachelor of Interdisciplinary Studies. My concentrations were human rights and African American studies. It was not a fair fight at my age, at my experience, thankfully. I really enjoyed it. I did really well. I was named the Graduate of the Year in the College of Letters and Sciences back when this program was housed there. I was also the Academic of the Year in African American Studies. I accepted the grad school at Howard University in Washington, D.C. I went there for only a couple of weeks, though, because I'm also a single parent. I was raising two sons by myself, 24/7, 365. One of them was at ASU Cronkite, so I came back here with my young son, and we set up shop back in Arizona, and frankly, the weather was so nice. I took my master's degree at Arizona State University West Campus, and my master's degree is in interdisciplinary studies. I studied a lot of cultural studies, ideology, science, religion, and I did video production, things like that. And it really resonated with me, and I didn't know where my path was going to lead me. But ASU said, I had a couple of mentors and people say, hey, you should teach. I said, you got to be kidding me. And they said, no, teach. So I got in as an adjunct, and then they hired me about 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I think. I love it. I love doing this work. I love seeing you guys at Convocation, especially because that's where you get to walk across the stage. I'll tell you more about that at some point. But hope you get a chance to come down here for that. It's a great time, whether you graduate in May or December. It's always fun to meet you guys, okay, and gals, of course. Sorry, saying guys all the time. I'm just old. Forgive me. Okay. All right. Now you know the format of this video type thing. It's Easter eggs. I call them Easter eggs. What that means is you'll get these videos sent out to you via announcement. They'll come by email to your ASU account, and it'll be posted as announcements on the Canvas page. You view the video. I will tell you the Easter egg. I'll say Easter egg number 1 is Easter egg number 2 later. I'll say Easter egg number 3 at the end. Okay, your job is to write those down. Email them to me. I'll give you the points. Whatever we have. How many points do we have for this course? Let's see. I think it's 5, right? The video. Yeah, it's 5. Okay. So, and I want to go, I'll go through things more as we get moving. It's kind of tough online, right? Because you're not in front of me. You can't sit and look at the screen, go through the syllabus and things like that. As I said, this class was just recently put together. We took like 3 months to do it. Okay, so it was really a tedious process. So that's the Easter eggs. Now, in terms of modules, we can look right away. This video is going to be longer than usual because of the first video. I wanted to get it a little darker, not that dark. Ooh, look at that. All right, sorry about that, you guys. If anybody knows how to get an exposure right on an iPad, you could just green screen this and put it anywhere. I've done these videos all over the world. A couple summers ago, I was doing my class videos from Italy with Mount Vesuvius in the background. I've done them from Ireland, Portugal, Dallas Airport, from my mom's aluminum siding. It's really fun. I like it. Okay, enough about that. Let's go to Module 0. You know there's a Module 0, right? So if anybody has any problems with navigating through the course, let me know, okay? And we can go through it. But Module 0, there's a little welcome page, all right? There's a course schedule. We're going to adhere to that as close as we can. I am very aware of real life issues. I have a late policy. You'll get to know that. Hopefully you'll prove it in the syllabus quiz. But the key thing is communication, okay? Let me know what's going on. I'm gonna need your personal business, but just kind of let me know, right? All right, so there's an academic integrity agreement. You must sign that digitally before proceeding. Just tells me that you know the rules, right? You know about cheating, you know about not cheating, okay? There is an APA formatting guide from a link from the OWL, Purdue OWL. Fabulous site, tells you everything about, tells you everything about formatting. You just like it when it starts. I don't get it. I don't know. Yeah, okay. I just did another video for a 302 class. It worked fine. Okay. So you got the academic integrity agreement. Then you got a syllabus quiz. Basically, it's like 5 points, 5 questions, piece of cake. I just want you to know. I want you to know. I want to know that you know. Okay. Then there's a page on study abroad opportunities. That's run by the study abroad um, committee in our department. Check it out. If you ever thought about it, even remotely, check it out. There's also a financial aid available. My son, I have two sons. One graduated from Cronkite in 2015. The other one is like a sophomore slash junior at Arizona State University Barrett Honors College in History. He's going to Germany this summer, and he's applied for a bunch of scholarships to do that because Dad doesn't have a lot of cake. All right, so moving on to Module 1. All right, this course is packed. I'll admit it. Okay, it's packed in a good way. All right, I think you're gonna get something out of this because, frankly, interdisciplinary studies, it's a tough term to grasp. You'd be like, well, what is this? And I want you to really get a good foundation to IDS because if you're like me, I had relatives back when I was in the program. I had a cousin and her husband. They were bigwigs and supervisors of schools and stuff like that. And they said, "Oh, you're in interdisciplinary studies, so isn't that where you just throw shit against the wall and see what sticks?" Pardon my French language, but uh, I wasn't sure how to answer that. Okay, what's the elevator pitch here? Well, what do you got 5 minutes on? What IDS is? Come on, you got to bring it. It's going to help you in terms of your career, in terms of your academic path, and your career path. Right? Okay, so Module 1. Let's get started on that one. Just going to go through these things with you because I think it's important to let me see where I'm at here. All right. Okay. In the overview, it's a lot of reading. Okay. And I say a lot of reading not to scare you, but to prepare you. All right. Get good at reading. All right. Comprehension. Take time, quiet, get some music or something, and read it. All right. There's objectives in there. What you're gonna be introduced to in the module 1. There's actions that you're gonna be doing, and there is an extra credit assignment, a big one. All right. If you want to do it, we think it's really cool. It's the portfolio. We were gonna make it required, then we decided to make it extra credit. Check that out. If you have any questions about it, let me know. All right. Let me go to the next page. That's the instructor video. That's what I'll give you your points. It's just here so that I have a grade place to put the score. You're going to be emailing me the Easter eggs. You don't have to upload anything. The video won't be on this page. It'll be on the announcements page, okay? Any confusion again, what do? Email me. Right, good. Okay, so moving on. Module 1, learning materials. Tanner Introduction. Read Tanner Introduction. Okay, this is good, all right? It examines the structure of interdisciplinary studies programs, okay? Very important because this is a pretty popular program across the country. Many universities are going to an interdisciplinary style of pedagogy, and it seems to be very popular, all right? There's some supplemental material. We call it supplemental because it's kind of optional, but check it out, scroll through it. Bill Newell, The Intertwined History of Interdisciplinary Undergraduate Education and the Association for Integrative Study, an Insider's View. I belong to the Association for Interdisciplinary Studies. It's our group, it's our academic group, and Bill Newell was a founder of so much in IDS. He passed away last year. You're going to be introduced to Julianne Klein, another one of our mega leaders, as well as Alan Repko. Okay, so these are big time people. Tanner has moved into the spotlight, though. He's a younger guy who's made a name for himself in terms of how he breaks it down. We also have links to the CISA website. You're a part of CISA, the College of Integrative Sciences and Arts. We have a link to our IDS website. There's a nice video by Dr. Kevin Ellsworth, my boss, our faculty leader. There's a website for IDS core courses where you can just double check where you're on the right path. And then the 401 website, the IDS 401. That's a course that you're all going to have to take, but it gives you a lot of options in there. Be sure to check it out. I don't think it's too noisy behind me and fire trucks going by. Okay. So let's go to module one. A word on doing well on the discussion assignments. Go through that because we're making it a little more. Excuse me. I'm sick and tired. We're making a little more emphasis on how to do a discussion board. Okay, check it out. It's going to be worth your while to read it. The next page about a word on active reading, why it helps and how to do it. I hope that helps you out, gives you some idea. This is words from my colleague, Dr. Prisdia. He's been doing this for 25 years. He's one of the leaders in integral theory, which integration is the same thing, basically, okay? Just done a little differently. All right, so it's about reading, taking notes, things like that. Now we're going to get into the discussion board. The first one is a musical introduction. You get to sing and dance. No, you don't get to sing and dance. Um, we got word minimums. This is the first time we're trying that. Read the criteria and do it. You know, it's pretty simple. It's worth uh, how many points? Oh, the original post is worth 10 points, and you get two responses. Responded to your classmates for another 10 points. So it's worth 20 points altogether. It says due on the 15th. Okay, let's see. Today's the 13th. Um, I'm probably going to push that back to the 16th. All right, let me do that right now. I'm going to try. We're going to squeeze a lot in, but I don't want to stress people. I don't want this course to just be you're being reactive. You know, like gotta get it done. Got to get it done. So you don't have anything to get out of it, right? You're just reacting. So let's get something out of it. It looks like we've got a number of students already posted. That's great. So I guess it's pretty much intuitive, right? You guys know how to do it. Hey, have you ever been on the internet, man? I don't know. That's what my friends, people my age would say that. All right. So the next discussion, there's two discussions. This second discussion, as we go through the modules, the second discussion does not require responses. So instead of us calling it a worksheet, we call it a discussion. You know, I had a little bit of issue with that, but you get it. Posted here where I can see it. There's a part A and a part B. It's not an essay, okay? Just copy the questions down, copy paste them, and answer what prompts, okay? Do the best you can on that. Um, Responses to classmates are not required. Always welcome in a discussion. I've been so sick. I've been so tired since I got back. I did 4,700 miles in 11 days. Okay. Okay, so I guess he's got an example down here. I don't know. All right, but it's again, it seems like people are doing it, so that's cool. Now, we're going to talk about the Tanner IDS model. That's the model we're going to use, all right? It's in here on page 33. I have it written down in here. There are all these different IDS models, okay? There's Klein's integrated method, there's Repko's broad model, and there's Newell's 7 steps. They all have different variables in them. They're all very similar. We decided to go with Tanner because it's part of this book, and Tanner kind of integrates all of them in a good way, and I think it'll help you guys. So there's 5 steps to the Tanner IDS model. You can take a look at that. Please get to know that, all right? Um, and then there's a Module 1 assignment. It's the IDS degree program internet research, all right? So what you're going to do is you're going to, it's worth 50 points, and you're going to look at another IDS program besides ASU and see what they got going on. I want you to get familiar that this is a comfortable place to be in IDS, okay? Let me know if you have any questions about this. This is something very new that we're trying, and I mean, as far as my grad school, I worked with the director of graduate studies at ASU West Campus, and I did a big research paper on IDS grad programs around the country, just in the United States, and I was shocked, I tell you, that there were over 100, all right, master's and doctorate programs. So very viable field of study, all right. Okay, so here's the extra credit assignment, the portfolio. We're introducing it here because you got all session to work on it, okay? If you want to do it, it might help you. It's a portfolio. It's great. Check it out. Let me know if you got any questions about it. It's kind of wordy, but we did the best we could. Then there's a reflection. That's just coughing. That's just thinking about what's going on. Okay. And it looks like that is it. And I didn't even give you an egg yet. All right. Easter egg number one is contact me. Contact me or contact your instructor. Communicate with your instructor. Some form of that. All right. I want you to remember that. All right. My cell number is in the syllabus. Do not use it unless I tell you. Send me an email over a text, of course. I get my emails quick. I respond quick. One thing you're going to find out is I am lightning fast. I don't want to set myself up for failure on that one, but it has been said that I'm very easy to respond to because we only have 7.5 weeks. I don't need anybody spinning our wheels. All right. So Easter egg number one, let's just go with communication. Okay. I mean, whatever you do, you get it. All right. So looking at this now, let's see what's up next. Uh, okay. So just to talk a little bit about interdisciplinary studies, what we do, right? Um, a lot of people come out and say, "Oh, I'm a jack of all trades, so I kind of fit in this," and that's great. I think we all need to be jack of all trades to get through this world. And but the difference, I guess, in this academic setting is we are. You're taking two concentrations, right? I'd like you to tell me what they are. I think there's part of that. It's part of the introduction because I've got students from. I've had students that obviously business, communication, health and fitness, sustainability, all kinds of things. But I've also had dance. I've had music. I've had geology in here. Blowing my mind. Okay, so I I welcome that. All right, but you're all going to be different. Have different ideas about what you want to do and how this program resonates with you. So the thing is about like look at it this way. Okay, you can. This is not. I repeat, not NOT. I don't know. This is not a double major. It's not a major minor. This is IDS. And what's the difference between us and these double major, major minor? The difference is this. We strive to integrate. Okay? We don't keep the disciplines apart. We integrate. Okay, this is an important point, one of the most important points, the most important point about IDS, in my opinion, is that IDS equals integration. And that's your number two Easter egg. IDS equals integration. If you remember that, you're well on your way. And if you talk to any of my past students, they'll tell you, dude, use the word integration all the time because the guy just loves that. So he does, because it explains it a little better. We integrate, right? So normal disciplines, so you got engineering over here, you got, math over here. They're not integrating if you're taking them both. Here's an example of why this is important. You know what a bridge is, right? You drive over a bridge, right? Bridge. That's an architecture, right? What if that architect happens to be working with a dentist office? They're talking about a bridge in the dentist office. That's a different kind of bridge, right? All right. What if it's music? A bridge. That's a different kind of bridge. Now that's extreme examples, right? But what I'm getting to is that each discipline has its own language, its own code, and a lot of times concepts in one are the same word in another one, but they mean totally different things. In interdisciplinary studies, we tend to identify those areas of conflict and we get through those. Okay. This is also important not only for us as individual interdisciplinarians, but also as we work in team science, work with teams and groups. All right. At work, you get stuck with a group, and you got the guy from accounting and the guy from sales and marketing and the guy from production, and how they supposed to talk to each other. Inevitably, one tries to take over. Inevitably, every one of them thinks their position is the most important in that group. How do you get through all those things? These are some of the things that interdisciplinary studies introduces you to. Okay, even if you just had one discipline, you need to be able to work in areas with others. This is how we solve 21st century problems, right? Right. Okay. Cool. All right. So let's talk about nothing else. How do we do? 24 minutes. First one's always a little longer. I'll get with you guys more, but again, it's important that you send your questions to me. I don't mind. Okay. um, I'm not that snarky. All right, I'm really not. I empathize what you're going through because I did it not too long ago. Okay, questions, comments, concerns, take them to the complaint desk. That's it. All right. So the Easter egg number 3 is Forks Up. You're part of the ASU Sun Devil community now. We welcome you. I'm almost at 25 minutes. So I'll see you guys later. Peace.